Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Greetings, assholeconsulting.com. Go there if you have questions, confusion, tumult, and chaos, as Rush Limbaugh says. Or if your father wasn't around because your mother was a whore. A whore who said, you just do what you want and the money will follow. Hey, asshole. I've been at my current company as an analyst for a year now, and a month ago I asked for a transfer to software engineering, which the company said yes to. It is a small company, so this transfer was easy to ask for, and I was able to get confirmation from my current and future boss on the same day. What I do not like is the salary money they said I'd be making after the switch. I currently make $47,000 a year, and they said when my raise is given in 2019, around when I would start the new role, I'd be making about $54,000 a year. After I said an entry-level software engineer would be making $60K minimum, my boss said that's because the company sees everything on a percentage increases to employees. If $55K would be the max, they could really do a 22% increase. They are lying. I will tell you the story of DT. DT working part-time as an engineer. And every employer does this. Pay raises are limited to 3% a year. That's a hard line. We can't go past it. And his review came up. They said, "Oh, we'd really love to have you here. We'd like to bring you on full-time." And he says, "Okay, well, then I'm going to require this much of an increase on my hourly, not because they're going to increase from part-time to full-time." He says, "Well, okay, I'm going to go full-time, but I'm going to need an increase per hour by about," I think he asked for 20 or 25%. Oh, foolish DT. It says here on the piece of paper we told you we can only afford 3% a year. And you know what he said? He said, okay, never mind, I quit then. And, yeah, because they're gray-haired, baby boomer, piece of shit, lying fucks. When are you guys going to get that through your head? Baby boomers equal gray-haired, lying fucks. Okay? Now it's turning into be my generation. You see the little gray hair. Soon it'll be Gen X. Gray-haired lying fucks. But if it's your boss, he or she has gray hair. And what else are they, kids? That's right. They're lying fucks. So DT's like, oh, okay. Well, no, it's not worth it. So he put in his 2 weeks notice. And by gosh, by golly, here comes big-titted Molly. Guess what his boss gave it? Say, DT, funny thing, we happen to find it in the budget for your pay raise. It just, oh my goodness, who knew the money was there? I don't know. You looked at your income statement and you made $5 billion. The money was there. The money is always there. All right? The reason they tell you sheep is we can only afford a 4% pay raise per year, so they keep a cap on labor costs. That's it. But I mean, you guys got to wake up, because today's right now, with unemployment at 3.7%, everybody should be walking right into their baby boomer or Gen X, gray-haired, lying fucks bosses and saying, I want a 10% raise. It says right here, here's my 2 weeks notice. And they'll trip over themselves to give you the raise, practically. I mean, don't expect this to last forever once a recession hits. I don't know when, but when it does, which it will, the economy will grow again then too. Then they'll get arrogant and cocky. So they are lying. They are lying. And you're in an industry and a location where you could find another job and you could make that $60,000 minimum per year if you wanted. This is where it gets interesting. I will be the only programmer in the company after one of my coworkers is leaving in the next week or so. This puts me in a huge advantageous position, since if I leave, nobody could take over my job duties as of right now. On the other hand, I would like to stay here until early 2019 when my new role will start. I will see what salary they will be offering me, and I'll also be getting paid my 2018 bonus. January, February is also when they would be hiring my co-workers, analytics replacement, who I need to train. So this window of solo opportunity is drying up. Yeah, but I know what you're going for. Like, I'll be the only guy. You'll be the only guy for 2 months, and you know what? The first months don't count because now we're going into holiday season. So they don't care. I see many avenues to go down here, Clary, but 3 for sure. I find a software engineering offer between now and my replacements are hired and use that as leverage. I would lose the fat 2019 bonus if they decide to let me leave. Yeah, but stick around. Oh, here, okay. Stick around. Don't be looking for no other job until you get your 2018 bonus, right? 2018, you get your bonus. All right. Now you can start looking for other jobs. I find a software engineering job after 2019 bonus, and the new employees are hired, but I am in a much worse negotiating position at that point. I work as a software engineer here for a few months in 2019, then reconsider if I want to find a different job later in the year. I hope this gives you a good overview of the situation. I'm just afraid of handling the situation poorly by asking for more money while the company really needs me. It would be like kicking someone while they're down. What do you think, corporations? What do you think? Oh, you guys, you don't understand this. This loyalty to corporations has got to end. They will fuck you over and liquidate you if they can. Disney training in, having their employees train in their replacements. Do you remember that article? Didn't you guys ever work for baby boomers? Do you know how corporations work? And I could also burn a lot of bridges, especially after they allow me to switch roles of department. So no, we're not nice. You're not nice to your employer. You're not loyal to your employer. You're not nice to your employer. You go to where the money is. Fuck this corporate loyalty. If corporations want employee loyalty, then they can start coming up with pensions and paying you more to stay there. All right? They're not paying you enough. They're not paying you market. This is like a wife that don't cook or gets fat on you. You have every right now to go fucking do something else or find something else. All right? So here's what you're going to do. You're going to stick around to collect your 2018 bonus. Don't be a dipshit. Well, we got 10, 11 days left of the year. Don't fuck that one up, all right? You stick around until you collect that money, right? In the meantime, you immediately contact a recruiter. Because if you're in the world of IT and you got these skills and unemployment is 3.7%, go now. Find a job now, right? It's not going to get any better than this. Now is the time to be a whore and stick your resume out there and find out who's going to give you the most money, all right? So that is that, and then what that will do is it'll start the ball rolling, even though don't expect anything now, because again, we're going into the holiday season. But you say, in a couple months, I might be looking for a job, and I'm kind of curious what's out there. Find out what recruiters and companies out there are willing to pay or what they can find you. Then, when you get a job offer that pays more, remember, you can bluff on this one now. What are you looking for? I'm looking for 65, 70. And no bullshit. Healthcare, yada. That's what it is, right? And because you have a job now, right? So you can hold out a little bit. You could be a little bit choosy, not have to be arrogant. $100,000 for the company car. It's not going to happen. But you can, for my skill set, 65, 70, and I would like, I can work from home occasionally, unless you absolutely need me there. I prefer to be working from home. All right, and then you go out and you shop. And then maybe you interview here or there. It's going to be after the Christmas and New Year's season ends, all right? But late January, you're starting to interview. Then also you get a job offer. Then you go to your boss, say, hey, boss, I really appreciate the opportunity here to work at the AYZ Corporation where we pay our employees 30% below market. But I got an offer I can't refuse, and, they just offered me way too much. And then if they really want you, don't worry. They'll come up with the money to pay for you. They will. All right? It's not like $50,000 or $40,000 a year. They can't afford that. They can't. They absolutely. And if they can't, then that company's going bankrupt. Right? Companies don't work to have a net profit of $40,000 a year. Oh my God, Jim wants a $40,000 a year rate. We can't afford it. We won't be profitable then. Well, then you weren't going to be profitable anyway. So the best way to handle this, collect your check, your bonus check. Apply for jobs. But don't take no jobs until after you collect your check. All right? Your bonus check. And you hold out for a good job. And that's the best way to get promoted or get a raise at the current job. If you really want to stay at this company, say you really like this company, the best way to get a raise there is to go work for the competition. That's it. There's none of this work hard and then you get your 3% and your goal. That shit sailed long ago. You weren't even alive when that shit sailed. I remember seeing the tail end of the ship before it went off into the horizon. Like, what's a pension? Defined contribution? Okay. So yeah, that's what I would do. That's how I would handle it. So you don't want to give up your current job, obviously. Sounds like they've treated you fair. They're just not paying you as much as they could. They're lowballing you. They're lying about that. Collect your goddamn check and then go out and be a whore. And that's how you get pay raises. All right. Glad we had this chat. Questions, answers, go to assholeconsulting.com, where I, the world's only professional asshole and America's older brother, will give you the swift kick in the ass that you so are in desperate need of, and you will pay for it. Because everyone has been kissing your ass this entire time. All right, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.